Okay. If you introduce yourself, please, as well.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Tsitsi. Smile. I'm going to be telling you about my project, which is a shop, made to order sort of shop. The name that I've thought of is Aphrodisiac, because the shop is going to be mainly focusing on Afro-Caribbean sort of merchandise. What it is, right, the shop will be located in the center of town, which is easily accessible, and to all those who are interested in it. And the main features of the shop will be the designer on site. So you've got like somebody who you can come to, measure you up, and make your clothes for you how you actually want them, to your own taste and style. There is also, the way it's going to work, it's a combination of in-store design as well as a sort of a gift shop, selling sort of this type of gifts, little bits and bobs, you know, that within the Afro-Caribbean, within that line. And we'll be selling anything and everything. It's sort of a brand thing, which when you walk in, if you're coming from the Caribbean or you know somebody from there, you want to buy them a present or, you know, that sort of thing, you can get anything. This is a towel from Curacao. Curacao is a Dutch Caribbean island. This is the only thing I could get sort of as an example. So we'll be selling that sort of stuff. Calendars, beadwork, arts and crafts, you know, on the other side. But the main shop would be somewhere that you walk into and you've got a tailor who's going to make your clothes like how you would want them. And I've got a sample here of something that I would be interested in making. Now this is the head cover or for your shoulders, whatever, and this would be like the sort of outfit that we'll be making, because you can't always get this sort of thing in a shop, but if you get somebody to make it for you, you can get it done according to how you want it, according to you really. And this is like another sample of the sort of t-shirts and the other gifts that you can get on the gift side of the shop. These won't be tailor-made, they'll be ready-made, but they'll have the logos, you know, of the stuff. Now, how it will benefit the community, as we've got a growing Afro-Caribbean community right now in Wellingborough, but we don't actually have anything you know, to sell these kind of merchandise, and I think a lot of people will be interested in that, bearing in mind that there's a person who can actually make the clothes for you according to how you want them. For the community benefits, sometimes customers need a bit of encouragement to express their ideas, so we'll be mainly working on young designers, like young boys and girls who want something to do with their time, come up with ideas, and they will actually be doing the making of the clothes and coming up with the designs, you know, the ethnic look, if you like. We also intend to sell fabric in the shop, so that sometimes someone does not have an idea of what fabric to use, but then they can get suggestions and advice, you know, on the site. The need for the shop is there because within these communities they've got weddings, they've got ceremonies, they go to graduation parties, and they want something which is ethnic, and you don't always get that in your high street stores. So that will be sort of the services, the need that is there for it. And in some occasions, in certain cultures, people, like if there's a funeral or a wedding, they all want to wear the same kind of material, like tailor-made sort of material, and sometimes they have to travel, Birmingham, London, Leicester, you know, to get these things done. But I think if we had that kind of service within Wellingborough, it would be something that would be useful. And the gift side of the shop, people can buy gifts as presents for occasions, or even just souvenirs. If you're going somewhere in Africa, or you know somebody and it's their birthday, or you know, you can welcome to come and get a gift. And the running of the project, the finance, because we've got we will be depending on a tailor on orders to be made according to the need. It's not necessarily something that is, there'll always be things, clothes on sale. It works on the need, so that alone cannot finance everything. So that's why the idea of the gift shop on the side to work hand in hand, so that the gift shop is constantly running and hopefully taking care of the bills and everything. And advertising of the project would be advertised through local paper and in the form of flyers in Afro-Caribbean food shops and hair salons, you know, that sort of thing where that sort of community attends. So we intend to make flyers and advertise that way. And the skills that I would learn from this would be obviously learning to balance finances, because I'm no good at that, and creativity, because it's an industry that you need to be creative, you need to come up with something outstanding to be very competitive. Also, you learn people and leadership skills, you know, because you're working with people all the time. You have to be convincing, you have to be, you know, a leader, and working with the youths, trying to get them into this kind of field, you have to be, you know, a people person. And finally, I think personally I would learn a lot more about diverse cultures, their dress, their choice of dress, the reasons why, and which is, to me, which is a necessary information, but is not always available. Are there any questions?
Brilliant, thank you very much. Any questions?
No questions.
Tsitsi, can I ask you a little bit, to tell me a little bit more about what the social problems are that you experience within the Afro-Caribbean community, and particularly how your shop and your social enterprise actually contributes and improves that situation?
Well, there's a lot of problems within. I mean, I can't name them all, but things like crime, you know, petty crime. The young children are getting involved in petty crime around the estates, and you know, it could be girls, it could be boys, smashing cars, starting fires, like in my area, wheelie bin fires and that sort of thing. And you know, sometimes because these children are coming from somewhere different, or their parents are coming from somewhere different, they've got this different attitude, you know, approach to things, and they think that they're always fighting against someone, fighting against, you know, English community, or fighting against the police, that sort of thing. So it's something for them to focus on, which gives them an incentive of with something to do with their background. Hopefully they'll be passionate about it because it's got something to do with where they're coming from, or where their parents are coming from, you know, so they've got an idea, they're not so lost that, you know, it's something about themselves. It teaches them about themselves, because what we'll be doing is ethnic clothing, ethnic jewellery, you know, within that sort of community.
Brilliant, thank you very much. Okay, any other questions?
No? Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. Well done.